Today's video is brought to you by Audible.com. Stay tuned until the end to find out more. I have a question for everyone currently watching this video. If I handed you a YouTube channel that was pulling in 6 figures of revenue with hundreds of thousands of fans, with the one caveat being that you would experience some surface level criticism from running the account, would you take the channel? To most that would seem like a dream come true, but I know at least one person that threw away this exact opportunity. Behind the Meme. Even though he disappeared from the internet without a trace almost 2 years ago, I still occasionally think about his bizarre rise and fall, as his channel's path doesn't really match any other person in the history of YouTube. So today I wanted to explore why he was hated so much in his time, and how all these years later his name still leaves a bad taste in the mouths of those that remember the needless controversy surrounding him. This story starts off in August of 2016 when Behind the Meme appeared on the scene out of the blue. The format of the channel's videos was very clear from the very first episode. The faceless narrator would read a basic script giving a very surface level explanation of the meme being discussed in the video, with simple visuals including stock footage, screenshots, and pictures edited in. While it doesn't sound like much now, at the time the bright thumbnails and consistent uploads made it grow quickly, with it soon picking up hundreds of thousands of views on many of the channel's uploads. With the type of videos this channel was rapidly spitting out, it seemed to me and many others that this channel was nothing more than a content farm to make money. Let me explain. I don't believe I've ever talked about the concept of content farms on my channel before. So to put it simply, most original content on YouTube can be put into 2 groups. Group A are personality-driven channels based on a single person or a team's vision. Group B are content farm channels, faceless accounts that pump out content on an assembly line to maximize views, rather than trying to build up a fan base. Think of Watch Mojo. Since Behind the Meme just showed up one day making consistent content in a speedy fashion, didn't interact with anyone else in the community, and had a very simplistic comedic sensibility through the jokes he made in the videos, all the boxes were checked for this channel to be nothing more than a soulless cash grab. As Behind the Meme became more popular, it started to face some criticism and mockery just like any other channel rising up the ranks. People saw the uploads as lazy, with the videos being poorly researched. But the grave sin to many was that they were marketing their videos to normies, who would ruin their community's favorite memes if they got their grubby hands on them. Essentially, they felt Behind the Meme's existence was going to destroy internet culture. I forgot just how much people were concerned about normies embracing the internet back in the day. Now people have accepted that the real and online world have in many ways combined, but back then it was a point of ridicule for people to make YouTube content for normies, and creators such as Anthony Fantano, who at the time was running the show Meme Review, made a video mocking Behind the Meme for just that. After this video came out, me along with many others never thought Behind the Meme would respond. This in no way impacted the channel's revenue, and as far as I was concerned, their content was nothing more than a cash grab, so this mockery wouldn't hurt their feelings. But the thing was, it did, leading to one of the saltiest response videos I've ever seen in the history of the website.
I'm also going to talk down to you like you're 6, because you're a normie piece of trash that seriously tries to learn about memes on YouTube.
See, this is the one thing that made me mad about the whole video, him insulting my audience. To be honest, I'm sure we share the majority of the same audience, which is probably why he's so salty. But that's no reason to insult such a large group of people, Anthony. And no, I do not speak down to anybody. I specifically write my script so anybody and everybody can understand memes, because memes don't have an age, they don't belong to anybody specific. You can be a normie and you can still have an interest in memes. That's kinda crazy how that works, huh?
It turns out the channel wasn't actually run by a robot, but instead a man with feelings named Kyle, who was earnestly trying to spread the knowledge of memes to the world around him. In this response, Kyle wasn't very self-aware, and it was clear that the building criticism against his channel was bothering him, and of course his response made things even worse. That being said, this mockery didn't change the fact that his channel was having amazing growth both in terms of views and subscribers. Even though hardcore memers didn't like him, his social blade didn't show it. But no matter how well he was doing, Kyle still couldn't ignore the haters, to the point that he began to have a public feud with 4chan. At the start of 2017, certain boards were becoming sick of the Behind the Meme channel ruining their spicy memes, so they devised a plan to trick Kyle into covering the fake meme Zenzi, which they had just made up, and once he makes a video on their fake word, he'll be laughed off the internet once and for all. Instead of ignoring the humorous scheme, or even better, playing along with it, he uploaded a video once again shaming them for trying to run him off the internet.
You see, some people on the internet like to act like elitists when it comes to memes. They hate channels like mine for explaining memes, they hate others for talking about memes, they hate when memes are talked about on other sites. They really hate it when memes are mentioned in the media. Some of them seem to feel that memes belong to them or their community. Ironically, communities that I myself have been a part of for years.
On top of this, he also stated that he was actually a historian that was sharing the beauty of the internet to the whole wide world, and that these no-good 4chaners weren't going to trick him. For a man making short videos reading basic summaries of internet jokes, he sure did take himself seriously. Instead of just embracing the fact that he was making good money doing a fairly simple gig, he couldn't help but be consumed with the comical jabs fellow creators would make at his channel's expense. Even though he lasted another year after the 4chan incident, by 2018 it appeared that Kyle finally had enough when he abruptly stopped uploading one day. He was gone for 5 months, until on almost exactly the 2-year anniversary of his channel when he came back with an update where he explained how he lost his drive and had done a lot of soul searching to find himself. This seemed like a good start to a channel revival, but no one could have predicted what he'd do next. Apparently, the growing that he did when away from YouTube was to come up with the idea of making a series of vague videos that tricked his audience into believing that he was in a drunken stupor, with him crying about how mean the internet is. This series ended with him pretending to take his own life.
It's like nobody even cares, you know? I don't care anymore. Everybody hates me. Sometimes I think I hate myself.
The final episode of this series was actually taken down by YouTube, and he faced a whole new round of backlash for making subscribers needlessly worry about him over a stunt. He responded by claiming it was done to spread awareness about issues such as depression, and you know what? He may have actually believed that. It seems that those videos represented him killing off his old popular series, as he next started talking about the exciting content that he had planned for the account. So what was this new groundbreaking work he was hyping up? Well, it included a crude skit where a Make-A-Wish teenager's last request to the charity is to have sex with an attractive actress, followed by a video where he gives his real 86-year-old grandmother an adult toy for her birthday. Needless to say, these comedy videos were deemed tasteless, with them gaining a massive amount of dislikes. At that point, it seemed like Kyle had finally decided once and for all that maybe he wasn't cut out to be a YouTuber, and we have not heard from him over the last 2 years. What I find so baffling about Behind the Meme is that if Kyle had just tuned out all the criticism and made the little meme videos, he would have continued to make a good living for himself. Instead, it was made clear that because of either personal or mental issues, he couldn't keep the channel afloat. While he might blame the haters for that, at the end of the day, he's the one that paid the price. Hey everybody, before I finish this video today, I just want to give a very big thank you to Audible. Audible is the leading provider of spoken word entertainment and audiobooks, ranging from bestsellers to celebrity memoirs, news, business, and self-development. Every month, members get 1 credit to pick any title, 2 Audible originals from a monthly selection, access to daily news digests including the New York Times and Wall Street Journal, and guided meditation programs. A new major update to Audible in recent times, however, is how they're handling COVID-19 and their way of helping. As communities around the world confront new challenges, including social distancing and school closures, everyone has an immediate need to try to relax and stay entertained. Audible has opened up their original monthly selection so members can access all the titles of which they have previously only selected 2 of. And this is going on as long as the quarantine is taking place. For this month's book recommendation, I say check out Console Wars by Blake J. Harris, which covers the feud between Nintendo and Sega in the 90s. As someone who has trouble trouble reading really long books, being able to just pop in headphones and listen to them makes it a lot easier for me to absorb information. That is why I recommend visiting audible.com/GFM or text GFM to 500 500. The link will also be provided in the description box down below, and I advise everyone to check it out.